guys, it is Erin or Gimme Yarn 418, and I am here with Thank God It's Finished. I'm sorry I didn't show too many finished objects last week, but by now you know that Batman showed up and tried to do a video for me, and he tried his best. I hope you all liked that. I know some people didn't, and they made that known, but I had fun doing it, so that's all that matters to me. What's been going on? Well, this week has been a lot. Max was supposed to go in to be fixed, and there was an issue there, so he didn't get fixed. Kristen wasn't feeling all that great, and now it is 7 o'clock on Friday morning, and we're waiting to call the vet to take Mia in. So it's just been, you know, some weeks it feels like smooth sailing, and other weeks it feels like an uphill climb. But you take the good, you take the bad. The facts of life. So why don't we get into the knitting? The first thing I made, you've already seen somewhat in the, well, maybe if you watched it. I put out a tutorial for the Wonder Washer, which I should have brought in here. I purchased a Wonder Washer from Amazon. I'll put a link to the video in the description below because I did a how-to felt in it while I was seeing if it worked, and it came out great. But I knit Kristen a pair of slippers, and they're still just a smidge wet, but they fit her perfectly. The top is Cascade 220, and the inner soles are some Lion Brand Fisherman's Wool that I had left over from my antler cardigan. They are quite fuzzy, so I probably will be shaving off the fuzz a little bit, and the next time I use the Wonder Washer, I'm going to try to put the things in a pillowcase to see if that helps. I don't know if it was because they were directly in contact with the agitator that they fuzzed up as much as they did, but we're going to continue to experiment with that and see what happens. The next thing I finished, I don't have, and I forgot to take a little video of it, but I do have some pictures of it. I made a stool for my niece, a cow stool. That sounds gross. A cow stool. A wooden, no, it wasn't, well, the stool was wooden, and then I crocheted something to go on top of it. Anyway, I'm going to put a picture of that in here. That went in the mail on Wednesday, because my niece is having her 1-year-old photo shoot on Sunday, so they wanted to use that for a prop. That was actually her birthday present. And there's one more thing that I finished. And that is the Spectra. And I have to tell you that I feel like every time I took the Spectra out of the project bag, the ball from the colored yarn was getting bigger, but it wasn't. I do love it. I won't be rushing to knit another one just because I don't want to right now, but I wouldn't mind knitting it again. Here it is. That's half of it. And here is the other half. It is a pay-for pattern on Ravelry, and again, I don't have the yarn bands over here with me, but it is on my project page on Ravelry. So that's all I have for finished objects. I don't know where to put anything. There's a lot of stuff on the table. What am I working on? Well, now that I can felt, I must felt all the things, and I'm making a pair of slippers for my sister because I'm going to see her in a couple weeks, and I asked her a long time ago if she wanted slippers, and then promptly didn't make them, even though I bought the yarn. This is the first one. I'm actually going to grab it. When I went to Stitches, I bought this yarn. It was $2 a skein, and it was like an end of the lot type of thing, or like a discontinued or something. But this is what it is. Harrisville yarns, tethered bulky, And I was excited to use this because I used to live right up the road from, literally right up the road in Harrisville, New Hampshire from this place. But I never went in because I wasn't all that into knitting at that point. So I have the first one done. I started that yesterday afternoon, and I'm just about done with the second one. So these will be felting over the weekend. So hopefully they dry before I see my sister. The next thing is my Sarah Hepworth shawl. Well, it's an awareness shawl, and I was inspired by Sarah Hepworth. It's out of Madeline Tosh, and how do I not have the tag for that? Madeline Tosh Pashmina in the fragrant colorway, and it hasn't gotten too much love because I was trying to finish that the Spectra and then the cow stool and everything. So I do love it. The color is beautiful. Excuse me, I am quite sniffly this morning. I apologize. I don't know if you've seen this because I didn't. Oh. This is what happens with Erin first thing in the morning. This is it's a pair of socks out of Socks That Rock Silky Sock. If you've seen this, which I don't know if you have, it's gotten no love since then. I cast it on and promptly put it back in the bag in the color Jabberwocky. It's beautiful yarn. And I'm knitting the Mona Socks by Cookie A it's from one of her books. I don't know if it's from Knit Sock Love or Socktopus or I think it's from Knit Sock Love, I'm pretty sure. There it is so far. There's a pattern, but you can't see it yet because I've only done a couple rows of it. But it's nice yarn to work with. I also cast on another pair of socks out of Spinning Fates, which is probably my favorite indie dyer for socks, for sock yarns, self-striping. There's her tag. And this is my last skein of Spinning Fates. This is Tula sock. It's 80% superwash, 20% nylon. And the colorway is It's a Puzzle. It was a fundraiser color a couple years ago for autism awareness. And here's the skein. And here is the sock. I'm doing a version of the Cafe Latte sock. The only thing I did was I shifted the pattern so it actually goes centered down the sock instead of skewed. Because when you get to the foot, it would have been off center, and I'm OCD and that would have driven me crazy, but it's a really fun pattern. It's a 2-row repeats free pattern, and then I use the Fish Lips Kiss heel. And these socks are addictive. If I start working on them, it's hard for me to stop. You're fine. And last but not least in works in progress, put this back, is another thing for my niece. I'm making this in the 24-month size. It's called Smocked. It's a dress. It is knit out of You Love You, You So Sporty. And there's no colorway, it's just color 70. This is a superwash merino, I think. Yeah, 100% superwash merino. They're fine. The dogs are playing. Which usually when they play and I'm making a video is amplified, so it sounds like we have 100 of them. But anyway, here it is. The bottom's kind of bunched up because I'm working on that, but here's the top. It's really pretty, and this is more of a seafoam green colorway than it's showing on the screen. So this is another pay for pattern on Ravelry. It's really fun and it's super easy, and that smocked section is a lot easier than it looks. I think it looks really hard, and it's super easy if you just take it one step at a time. So the Mac Geek is also knitting. She decided that the next thing she wanted to do was a dog sweater. And I chose this pattern. It's free from Red Heart. It does have a rating of 3 intermediate, but I read through the pattern, and with the exception of the leg holes, it's pretty straightforward, and she's doing great on it. She's knitting it out of, Dewey, I know it's your sweater, of classic worsted tapestry. I got this at Webb's. I don't know if I got it when we went for my birthday or if I went for when we went to the tent sale. Dewey, you're gonna fall. Dewey. He knows this sweater is for him, I think. I guess he does too, but he can't right now. I think I'm getting a cold. Dewey, stop. Yes, I have. So here it is. She's knit the top part. She has done one side of the first sleeve, and next she'll be knitting across the center for the back, and then she'll do the other side for the second armhole. She's doing great. Look at that tension. And I'm excited about it. I don't know. Are you excited about it, Kristen? About your sweater? You've already talked on the video. Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind. Yes, she's not reading the pattern because this early on, I don't want her to get overwhelmed, because I will say this pattern is written at an intermediate level, but it's really just knits and purls. There's knit front and back and purl front and back, but other than that, there's nothing else. So I'm just telling her what she needs to do row by row, and perhaps the next project she does, we will venture into reading patterns. I am bringing the first group of hats to the Haven today for donation. We collected 130 hats with everybody that sent hats in so far, and if more hats come in, I'll make another donation in December. But let me show you the box of hats that we're bringing over. This is the box of hats, and it is filled to the brim. So I want to thank everybody who donated. They are going to be very much appreciated, and I'm sure used. The hat along is over. I have drawn for winners. I have 3 winners. The first winner is for this project bag by Kathy, and the winner for that is Yarn Yenta. So contact me. I think I have your address, but contact me and confirm your address because I know you're traveling. The second winner is going to win a pattern from Zoe, 24 karat crochet, and the winner of that is C. Alman, C-A-L-M-A-N. So contact me and I will have Zoe gift that pattern to you. And the third winner is going to be a giftable pattern on Ravelry of $6 or less, and the winner for that is Tegsy or Terry Tinsel. So contact me, let me know what pattern you would like, and I will gift that to you. We had a total of 168 entries, but that counted mine, so 3 prizes. That was the most successful knit along to date. Today is the final day to sign up for the Secret Santa, so if you want to do that, go over to the Ravelry group and fill out the questionnaire. To everybody who has already joined, I want you to go back and look at your questionnaire. Try to answer your questions as thoroughly as possible. When we ask what kind of yarns you like and dislike, don't say, I like anything. If there's a yarn you're dying to try, if there's a yarn you really don't like to work with, be as specific as possible so that our Santa can make the best choices possible for you. If you don't have a wish list, seriously consider making an Amazon wish list, pinning some things onto a board on Pinterest that you'd really like, things like that. Don't make your Santa search around endlessly trying to figure out what you might like. If you like if there's a fandom that you like, for instance, Harry Potter or Doctor Who, I know are big. If you really want to I can't even think. If there's a pattern that you want, that was another question I got. If you want to purchase a pattern from someone's queue for them, what I'm suggesting you do is make a card or a note and put it in the box saying, also, Santa is giving you this pattern. And then once you post your I received my package picture on Ravelry, your Santa will gift you that pattern. Do not purchase a pattern, print it out, and put it in the box. That's copyright infringement, and we're not going to encourage that. That's wrong. So don't do that. If you want to gift a pattern, tell them in their package that you're gifting them that pattern, and then gift it to them after they've received their package. And next Friday, I will be sending out everybody's partner. So, and this is not an equal partnership. This is not, it's not I have Dewey and Dewey has me. It's going to be completely random, completely secret. So, last but not least, we have some new yarn. I got some yarn from Blitzy for super duper cheap. I got some Bernat Pipsqueak in white, just 2 skeins. I figured it would be nice and soft and squishy for a sheep, for an amigurumi sheep. I don't particularly like working with this type of yarn, but I thought it would work for what I wanted for. And then I got a cream. And I also got 2 skeins of Bernat Tizzy in white. I've never used this. But again, I thought it would be a good sheep to add to the herd. So that is all I have for today. I am going to go. We need to call the vet and get Mia in there. I hope you're all doing well, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.